Hello and welcome to BISP Solution. So now we will continue our session. So in the previous session we have covered how to create a user while implementing the project in Oracle Fusion. Okay, and we have also seen how to assign the roles like application implementation consultant and the IT security manager, and we have also discussed about and we have also discussed the importance of IT security manager as well. And we have also seen how to manage geographies and the currency that is already seeded data in there. Okay, and we have already discussed about how to create the accounting calendar and what it is it. And we have also discussed in the session, and we have also discussed this in the session about the certain terminology. Okay, we have seen what is flex field, what is segment, and what is segment level, and what is the use and the importance of these components, these features for the accounting combination. Okay, so now we will see how we will navigate and how we will configure in the application. Okay, so again we have created the username test1 in the last session. Okay, so now again, and we will see how we will navigate the setup in the application. Okay, so now we will move. So from this is the interface. When you log in with your user, you will be able to go and see here. Okay, so now we will see in the again setup and setting and actions. We will go to setup and maintenance. Okay, when we go to setup and maintenance, you will see the task list. Okay, you will just click the task list and you will go straight to your manage implementation project, where we have created our implementation projects. When you click on overview, why we will click on overview? We will click on overview to see that if we have assigned various projects, we can just type the name here and search it, or we can just click on overview and the project is assigned to this user will comes up here. Okay, so we are performing this task, this project. Again we click this project and we will be able to see here. One thing you will see when you see the project name here, you will see the details about this, which the assignment status is there in the graphical manner, what is the unassigned task there, and what assigned task he is provided. You will see the project, it will say the not started. Again you can change this not started to started as well. Okay, so now now we will see now we'll see this assignment status by task list, what are the resource status, what is the assignment details. Okay, just let's we move forward to the project and see how we will create. Okay, so now here the terminology we will use in the last session, in the previous sessions we discussed, is about of chart of accounts, as we have discussed this part. Okay, chart of accounts. For the chart of accounts we will create all these things. Okay, so now again on the task menu we will type the chart of accounts. Okay, we will see the chart of we will search it chart of accounts. Okay, when you click on chart of accounts, you will see many tasks is comes up here, where we can go and click. Suppose we want to manage the structure, we can go there. If we want to see the manage a chart of accounts value sets value, we can go through. When you click this, you will see all the tasks under define chart of accounts will comes up here. Okay, so now first we will go and create the manage chart of accounts value sets. What is the value sets? We have discussed the value sets is that we are going to maintain. Okay, so we will go and click on go to task. Here we will create our value sets. What are the value sets? Value sets are those which we are going to create the segment for the project. Okay, so we have already set value sets suppose like this: company, department, account, intercompany, and project. So we will just just create these state value sets. Okay, so from this interface view you can see when you already create so many sites, you just give value set code, you can give validation type or value date type or module description, and you can just search it. So we haven't created any value set for this project. Now we will create the value set. Okay, when you click on the add icon, there will become a value set option. Okay, so we will give the value set name. So first name is test one company. Okay, we'll just copy and paste it, and here the module we have discussed about the general ledger. Okay, now all these is the financial, these are the financial, so we all the balances will come up under the general ledgers application. So we will just have to select this general ledger application. When we click on general application here, now what is the validation time? We will choose it is the independent validation. Again we see the value date type, we will just go on the number side. Okay, now here this comes up, sorry, on character we will choose. Okay, we will choose the value data type. Security enabled, if you want to enable any security, you just check this box and you will give the security resource name. Here as well, when you open the this value set, it will ask you the security key, and if you enter the security key and then continue this value set. Okay, again here value subtitle, we will give the text, why we are giving the text, and this maximum length we will give is 4. Okay, why we will give the maximum length for when we have created the values, we will give the numbers up to the 4 decimals. Okay, it can be 5, it can be 6, but in general we will give this maximum length value is to 4, that is between 40 to 49. Okay, so this is how we will create the a value set. So we have created a first value set. Again we will go and click and we will create a next value set. We will just create a department, account, company and project. Okay, so again we will, why we are giving test one in the prefix of any account or department, because we can easily identify a value set in the project. Okay, so we will give this again and copy it and just paste on the description. The module is same, this in this module it is coming same. Okay, general application, we will give the validation time independent, we'll give the character and it will be the text, minimum length is fold, and we save and close. Quickly we will create it. Now we will create the test one account. Why we create the company, the basic things is comes up. Company is we have already discussed about in the previous session about why we will create a company. Suppose we have having a different types of products, so we have to get the more feasible report from this. That's why we will create. And departments, of course there is a many department, the various department like sales, marketing, and there, that's why we have created the second value set. Why we create the account is of course to give the financial information, transaction of revenue and expenses, assets and liabilities. Okay, okay, the next test, then text value set, we will give the intercompany. We are giving the possible, we are just recovering all the possibilities for a practice. Okay, we will give character and we click save and close. Again we will create the last one, that is the project. Okay, we will give this project, I will set this value. So now, so we have created a chart of accounts value set. Now here you can see all our chart of accounts. Okay, Here you will see that we have created these four chart of account, five chart of accounts value set. So this is the first step to create this chart of accounts. Now we have, why we have created, because we have to give the module of a general ledger. As we have discussed, all the balances of the flex field will covered under one single particular ledger, that is the general ledger. Okay, so after we click save and close and move forward. Okay, so you can see all the task is given in the sequence. If you've seen this under the defined chart of accounts, chart of accounts module, okay, you will able to see under this task, that is and all the star mark is the mandatory one. Now, whenever wherever you will see the star sign before any task, it is defined as we have to assign something, assign to, and we have to edit it, and we have to put something under this particular task, because it is the mandatory task given by the Oracle. So a next step will comes up through what is the create or manage chart of accounts structures. We are just going through on the sequence wise. Okay, now we will click on this go to task button, and what we will see here again, you can see the key flex field code, key flex field module name, without any giving any name or creating. We have already created, what we have created, we have created an accounting flex field called the general ledger. Okay, okay, we have created the general ledger accounting flex field. Now what so we have understood the manage accounting flex field in the in the last session about the segment and segment level also. Okay, so now this is the most important feature task while configuring the common GL. Okay, so we have, after clicking the search button, as we have already given this application of general ledger, we will go to the manage structures. Okay, here on the manage structures, we have not given any structure name. You can search it on the test. We haven't given any we haven't created any flex field. Okay, so now we will create this flex field. We have discussed in the previous session why we will create the flex fields. So we will give the flex field name test 1 accounting flex field. Okay, and we will give this. Okay, so this is the delimiter. Delimiter is this when we create any accounting combination, when we create an accounting combination, the delimiter, that is the sign which differ from one value to another value, or it will be it will be said that one segment to different segment. Okay, we will select, so we will select the dash delimiter here, and we click save. Now we have created the flex field structure here. Okay, now from this flex field structure we will create the segment and the segment label as we have discussed in the yesterday. Okay, so from the create option, after saving it, not saving, if you click save and close and you move forward, okay, you forgot to create the segment, it's no worries, you can again search from here test 1 and click on the pencil icon, that is the edit icon, and you move, and we can move forward here the edit option, and we will create this. Okay, when you click on edit, you will see the create key flex field segment here. Key flex field code GL hash is automatically given by the Oracle, and structure code, that is test 1 accounting flex field, we have created along with. Now we have to give the segment code. Okay, the segment code we will give, remember of those, the segment code is given are those which we have created under the chart of accounts value set. Okay, those names we have to provide here. We will give the first name is test 1 company. Okay, and we will copy paste it, and the API name, the API name is automatically automatically comes up here. We don't need to edit this API name. Here API name is that identifies the segment in web services reporting and other integration points. That is, changing this value could break the integration points. We will not going to edit or change this value. Okay, we will just copy and paste it to this as well, and we will give the description name is 7. Sequence number is relatively important. Why? Because sometimes when we perform we will go more deep, more understanding, more specifically. If the I just give you the summary, sequence number is that the sequence of a flex field segment wise. Sometimes the Oracle wants the sequence number in alphabetically order as per the selected labels. Okay, we will see if we will stuck there, or I will tell you when we create the general entry. Okay, so now we will give the sequence number to 1. Here we will just copy pasted the prompt test1 short prompt given 6. Display width number is the space of which the account combination numbers will go. Suppose if you take the 5 display width and you have more than 5, it will be difficult for the Oracle to create any accounting combination. So we will give it to the 30th number. Range type we don't need, it is not necessary, so we will skip the column name. Okay, here we will give the sequence number, and the segment can be changed. Okay, but as per going through stepwise, we will just taking the segment. As we have discussed, there is only 30 segments are available. Okay, if you can see on the search option, there is maximum 30 segments, and before after 30 there will be attributes, that is an addition. So Oracle provided to you the only the 30 segment available, maximum 30, and we have to create minimum 2 segment, as we have already discussed in the previous session. Okay, so we have to create maximum 30 segment, and we don't create 30 segment because when you enter any transactions, it will sometimes it will go beyond your screen, and it will be difficult to track. So we try as much as low segment, but not below the 2 segments. Okay, we will select segment 1 here, and default value set code. So here we will use the set code that we use in the value set. We have just taking the same name because of any confusion. Okay, we will go and search from here, and we just write test, and we will select the company because we are creating the key flex field segment of a company. We create okay, and now from here segment label we will provide, as we have discussed in the last session about the primary balancing segment. Okay, we will click we will just add, and from this arrow it will be add from the primary balancing segment. Here is more available levels are there, at this levels are used as per their requirement. We are creating the flex field. Suppose we are creating any financial or something, we can create the fund segment, future segment. Okay, when we click save and close, we click OK. What is thing failed to log the record in table find care flex field VL with. Okay, we click can. So this sometimes the site will do this. Okay, okay, oh look, no, it's no worries, we can create it again. Test 1 we will create again, no worries. I will create more. Okay, quickly let's see. Okay, so now we will just do one thing. We will just create the we will create first thing. Okay, we'll just cancel it and we will relog in it. Okay, sometimes the sites become slow and it will be difficult for us to move forward. Okay, now again we will log in again. We will go to a project. Let's see if it happens again. We will just move forward. Okay, with another user. Okay, here again, chart of accounts. Ma- okay, let's I will just put the option. Okay, so now we will create again. Let's see if it works or not. Okay, so we will just create the test. Okay, test one company. Okay, why this happens? Because while we creating a key flex field structure segment, we are using the special keys. It will not allow you to give the name under the special field, so that's why it happens. So now we will create quickly next flex field, that is the test one department. Okay, so we cannot use any special key. Okay, that's why it will uh, not allow us to create a key flex field segment. So now we will create another text key flex field segment, that is our department, and we give him the segment number 2. We will discuss about the sequence when we create a when we will create when we create general. Okay, so okay, so now here now the cost center, we will assign him the cost center segment. Okay, we have discussed what is the cost center in the previous sessions. Okay, so now again we will just move quickly. We will create the account. We will give, so this is a third. Okay, and we will assign him the labels of natural account segment. Okay, the selected labels can be given blank if we don't need to assign any task there. We can later add it as well. The first thing is that if you create the structure code, you will not be able to edit it. Okay, we can just change the name and the delimiter again. Okay, so we have to be careful while we creating this key flex field structure. Okay, now next is uh, intercompany. Okay, So we will assign him in the sequence number. We have to be very careful while we are assigning the sequence number. If we skip any sequence number, then the application will not be configured as we want, and it will give the error. There is continuous error about the misplace of sequence. Here if you want to give any labels, we can give it. Okay, so the last one is a project segment. Okay, oops, we have done this, and it will give you the red mark. Okay, so this is a fifth segment that we have created, and after this, so that's we have given a fifth for. We click save and close. We leave the blank of segment level to this. So now when you will see that we have created a key flex field structure along with key flex field segment as well, and this is all have to be created under this manage structure. So suppose if you want to add or edit any key flex field segment, you can just search it here. It will show up here, and we will go to the manage structures, and we will just search search the structure code, and it will assign us there. We will just go and add it there, and it will just display our segments along with the key flex field structure as well. Okay, so we just click cancel and the done. Okay, so then, so again here, if you want to continue from there, you can edit the manage structure instances here, or if you want to go, you can go outside there and just come here, comes from here, manage chart of accounts structure instances. From whenever from wherever you want to come to the instances, you can come up here. Again we will search here, it's show us here, so we will go and create the manage structure instances here. We don't have any manage structure instances here, as you can search it. Okay, so we will create. Okay, again it will ask the structure instance code. Here we will give the test one accounts flex. You can give any name you want to give. We are just giving this name to not get confused. If you want to give the accounts flex field name, you can give it, but right now we will give the structure instance code name the accounts flex. Okay, if you want to give the flex field, you can give it. It will create a confusion, or you can name anything you want it. Okay, right now we will just give this name. Okay, so here we will give the description name same as it is, and it will ask the structure name. What is the structure name we have created? See, we have created this test one accounting flex field, so it will link with a accounting flex field what that we have created or there. So it is the linkages we have doing. We have to assign and link to a link so that our application will work more seamlessly. Okay, we just click this and it will show you up here. So we just go and edit every segment code to required. Why we are required? Because we have to enable all these checkboxes. Okay, okay, so this is how our flex field and flex and segments will be created. Okay, we just click save and close. and here. When you search it, you will be able to see that accounts flex is being created, that key flex field structure instances has been created along with its segment code and value set code. Okay, so remember, whenever you will perform any task under this chart of accounts structure instances, we have to deploy the flex field. Without deploying the flex field, there will be no changes will occur. It is like we have to save anything we want to save after editing or removing in the manage structure or manage structure instances. We have to deploy the flex field. Okay, so we have to deploy the flex field to see whether the error has been occurred or not. So deploying flex field will take a few time, and it will be here. So you can see that it will give an error. What error it is giving? So it is giving that please correct flex field method and try deploy. So what is the error? The error flex field metadata validation error, JBO find kf star no required label message. Okay, we just click on OK, and we can click on the flex field. Okay, so why this error is occurred here? This error is occurred here because of the sequences that we have discussed there. Okay, so we will click on OK, and again on manage structure instances we will go, and we will select a test, sorry, done. From here we will go, and again in the manage structure we will click here stress, and we will just go and edit the flex field. Here the segment sequence number, the sequence number that I am discussing with you, we have to change the sequence number. So first we will change the company sequence number to 7. We'll click 7, close. Okay, now the department, because the segment level of our this flex field segment comes up the first, so we will give it first, and we will click save and close. We cannot change the segment name column. Okay, so the segment code, sorry, the column name will be same, but the sequence number we can interchange it. So we'll change the it will be, the sequence number should be on basis on the company name, on the alphabetically order it from A to Z. Okay, so we will give the account to 4, and we will give the company segment the sequence number to 3. Okay, we will click save and close. Let's see if the error persists or not. We will click save and close, and we click done, and let's see. You'll hear that if you will see this stage, that deployment in progress without giving any error on the flex field metadata validation, it means that your configuration is error free from the flex field metadata validation. Okay, so we will see the flex field deployment details. If any warnings comes up, it will show up on the flex field deployment details. Okay, so let's wait until the flex field is finished, until the deployment status will be finished. Okay, when you see, there will become here deployment status on the green logo or green right mark. Okay, let's see. So after this deploying the flex field, our next step is to give the value sets. Here this value, why we are giving this value we have discussed, so we will give this value. Okay, here it says that entity usage process 36 of it will take some time, and after this time we'll be able to see that deploy flex field status will be correct or not, or it will still give some warnings or not. Let's wait for a few seconds, then we will move and forward and see about the value sets. Okay, it's taking a lot of time because the application is working a little bit slow. After this deployment and progress, after finishing this deployment, you will see the deployment status on the status right, and the green color. Come on, here now there is no error successfully. Here you can see the deployment status, it is deployed. Okay, so now the next step will come to give the manage chart of accounts value set values. What is set values? We have understood it is means that we are giving some code to the segments we have created. Okay, so when you click on go to task again from the we are just doing, if you can see, we are just doing step by step as it is given, sequence by sequence. Okay, now we move forward. Manage chart of accounts value set values, we will click here, and here of course we can search it or we can edit it. So we have created, if you see, this is the same interface as that when we create manage chart of accounts set values. Okay, we will click test here, tab as we have created, and here you will see this option. Okay, so now before moving forward, we will see we will just first we will edit the company values. Okay, we click manage values, and here you will search it that we haven't created any value manage. Okay, we will just create it here. Now the value is code. Why we are giving only 4? If you remember, when we are creating the key flex field segment where chart of accounts value set, we have given the serial number to 4, that is it is logged from 0000 to 9999. So in between we have to provide a unique number. Every unique value is different on a particular value set. We have to give the different value in one particular set code. Okay, we just giving one, and we just give this to test one plastic. Okay, again we will create more. We'll give 2000, and we will give test one iron. Okay, just in the next we will give 3000 test fiber. Okay, so we have just created 3 values. We only adding the value which is mandatory. Here you can see that summary, you want to see allow budgeting, allow posting. We have just created this. Okay, what is this summary? Okay, it's denotes summarization. If you want to see the summarization, you just click in here and put the yes, and what is this is allow the posting. It will allow you to post for a giving segment value, and it also allows you to give the budget entry. Okay, when we create a budget, we will click save and close, and we have just created this. If you want to add it or remove, you just go and click and search it. You can add it and delete any segment value code you want to give. Okay, just cancel it. Now we'll select the test department segment. Okay, here we will create this again. We'll just give 1000. Department can be sales department, marketing department, or any department we want to create. So we will give sales to 1000, 2002, finance we will give 3000, or to mark, sorry, we have to edit the name of, so we can there is no, we are just giving this name because of, so we don't get confused. Okay, so it give test 1 to marketing as well, and we create the fourth one as well, HR. Okay, here you can see the same options is available as we have seen on the company side. We click save and close. Now before me moving forward to the account, we will just search the corporate account. Okay, corporate. Okay, here also why we are choosing the corporate account, why we are not giving value sets as per, because to create the more this more values, it will take a time. If you want to add anyone, if you want to disable, you can disable and add it from there. Okay, if you don't, you can just leave it from there. So now we will just click on the test one again, and we add this corporate account to a manage values. Okay, so just we click on the manage values. This side we will do layer. Okay, we'll just cancel it first. We will move to the, here you just click on added option, sorry, if we just leave the account for time this time. Okay, now we will go and create the intercompany. Okay, we click on manage values again, we will create. Okay, just give 00, that is default. If in case we don't want to give any value, and we just give to 1000, and we give the name to and company. Okay, we'll just you can see the summary, allow posting and allow budgeting. We click save and close. Again for the project we will do the same exercise, but in the project we just create only the default value. If we are having any project, we will add it as well. So now the term comes up for it in the accounts. When you click on the manage values, you will see there is different types of availability here. Okay, when you click on add icon, you just give values to 1 to revenue. Okay, here you see the summary, no, allow posting, allow budgeting. Here account type you have to select. Here you can select it the revenue. Okay, if you want third party control, you can give access or reconcile it. Right now we will not give anything. Again we will choose the letter option, that is the 2000, and we will click on expense, and we just choose the expense. Okay, so this is how you will add the accounts. As we all know, we can just add as much values as we want according to our requirement. We click save and close, and we move forward. Okay, so this is how we will allow, we will give chart of accounts values the set value codes. We click save and close, and we move forward. Okay, this is how we will provide it. Okay, remember I have told you that anything changes in the chart of accounts, we have to deploy the facts field. Before deploying the facts field, we just go to the manage chart of accounts structure. Why we are coming here, you will get to know. Again, here you will just choose manage structure instances, and you give the name to test one. Okay, here again on the flex field, on the sorry, let's cancel it, and you can see on the edit option, here this is, we have given the value set test set code to test one account. Now we want to change this test code. Okay, I will just search it the corporate corporate, as we have discussed right now, and we will choose this corporate because it will gives us many value sets, and we click on OK, and you can see the corporate account has been changed. When you click save and close, again we have to, okay, we can cancel it, and we click done, and we just deploy the flex field first. Okay, so after deploying flex field, we will see what errors will comes up. Okay, we have to wait for a few minutes and we will see. Okay, sometimes the site will takes sometimes the sites become slow, so that's why we are not able to see. But right now let's see after deploying the flex field it will takes us or not. Okay, let's see whether we have uh, let's open a duplicate tab and let's see whether the flex field is deployed or not. Okay, here you can see the deploy status has been cleared. Okay, the error is persisting. Now let's see whether we have created the value code, is it corrected or not. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is all right. Let's go and check it on the manage structures. Sorry, here is also correct. So the flex field we have done the first time is okay. Now let's see the value sets code. Okay, is it assigned or not. Okay, let's go and see for the company first. So yes, so this the code has been okay. So the code has been done it from here. So now what we are doing, let's see if this will change or not. Okay, so what we are doing, we are just changing the flex field manage structures code. Okay, so we will go, oops, sorry, so we will go and see. Okay, so it is correct, the sequence number is correct, I was checking. So the now we have go and check, and we'll change on manage structure instances. Okay, and we just click on edit. Again we will go on the account name and we click edit. Let's see it will allow us to change or not. Okay, so when we search, we have done the corporate accounts. Let's see. Okay, we click on OK, and let's see if we click OK, and we just click save and close and done. Okay, so now again we deploy the flex field. Let's hope the flex field deployment will be a success. Oh, yes, let's see. Okay, it is moving again. So what does happen, it does happen that the accounts value sets what is the segment we have choose the corporate will come up, because it will be for better for us to take it in the future practices. Okay, we will see. Okay, so anything changes will be done after the deploying flex field in the chart of accounts structure. Whether we are changing any managed structure segment or any instances or the values, anything will change the chart of accounts, we have to deploy the deploy this flex fields name. Okay, if there is any error warnings, we have to change it. Okay, so now all the attributes we have done the COA, how to we create the COA, and from the next session we will move ahead how we will create the PL. Okay, so as our deployment takes time, so every time don't forget to deploy the this flex field. If we don't deploy, there will be an error. So now we'll see. Let's see whether it is deployed or not. Okay, again from the set actions, if this deploy has been done, we'll be able to see the values that we have created. Okay, okay, let's see whether we have on the account, we will see the manage values and search it. So it is not deployed yet. Let's wait for the deployment. It's take a lot of time. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we click on OK and done, and we'll see whether the sets of values has been here. This is account, and let's see the manage values. It will be not deployed because it will take a time or the site is being slow. So we will see whether it is deployed in the next session or not. So today we have only this session, and we will continue next topics in the next session. And thank you for joining this sessions. Thank you so much.